Indian-American Mallakhamb athletes Sanket and Ronal recently shared their inspiring Mallakhamb journey in an exclusive interview with ITV Gold. They discussed their passion for the ancient Indian sport, their experiences representing Team USA, and the remarkable achievement of winning a silver medal in a Mallakhamb World Championships. The complete interview, delving deeper into their personal stories and insights, will soon be aired on ITV Gold. Stay tuned to witness their incredible Mallakhamb journey unfold.
I think to me, honestly, Mallakhamb is a little bit more emotional journey because my grandfather used to practice Mallakhamb.
Oh.
And after I came, I never got to see him as a child, but after I came to the US, I came to know about Mallakhamb Federation USA, and that's how I started my journey with Mallakhamb. And yeah, so it kind of takes me back to, in a sense, it kind of takes me back to my heritage, right, back to my roots. Like Mrinal just said, I think it's a very interesting combination being here and practicing Mallakhamb because one, it takes you back to your Indian roots, but at the same time, when you're competing from here, you're actually competing as Team USA, right? So we take a great pride in saying that we competed with India, you know. So there is a little bit of that as well.
So what does winning a silver medal at the World Championships mean to both of you?
So for me, first of all, because this was our first time, we were like so excited and like completely like, wow, we deserve this. Yes, finally did it. But silver is second place. So in the back of our minds, while we're also celebrating, it's like, wow, we're really close, really close. I think we can get there next time. Definitely
Very
can get there
nice.
next time.
Yeah, and I think, like she said, right, we were very close. So the first place obviously was Team India, and they have been in Mallakhamb competitions for a long time, right? This was the first time our athletes actually went from the US over to India. I think we take a great bit of pleasure in saying that although this was our first competition, first ever international competition, and these kids, mostly they are like teenagers, I think 13 and above, they did extremely well in surroundings, in the environment that they are not familiar with, and the points difference between the USA team and the India team was very small. So I think that's something which I draw great pleasure on, right? Like that being our first competition, I'm pretty sure we are going to be closing in that point difference. Yeah, Team India has a big competition coming up.
Ronal, what inspired you to pursue Mallakhamb at a competitive level?
I think it's just the amount of time and efforts I put into the sport. First,
When did you first learn about it?
My dad actually heard about it. He played it, and he was just a schoolboy as a fun thing on the playground and stuff. But we moved here in 2016, and one of his colleagues told him about this, and he's like, "Well, she's bored at home anyways. She has nothing to do here. Put her in a sport. Let's try it." And here it happens. 7 years go by, and I'm actually competing.
Ronal, what challenges have you faced as a female athlete in a traditionally male-dominated sport, and how have you overcome them?
So I guess it didn't feel that way as playing the sport in America, because it wasn't like genderized. The sport wasn't genderized here. That's the good part of it.
In US, you say?
It wasn't genderized.
And
at
when
all.
you went to India?
When I went to India, I was like, oh my God, it's like hitting me. It's like all the stereotypes are coming back. Everything's coming back at me. Just like, all right. But
there was no female candidate there? Female athlete?
There were. But the thing was, India in Mallakhamb, the boys mostly do pole Mallakhamb, and the girls work on rope, rope is supposed to be more graceful, more like, there was supposed to be more beauty and stuff. While pole, of course, there's grace and stuff, but it's more based on strength. It's more based on agility and all that stuff. So here we were taught everything like regardless of the gender you are.
Very nice.
We had to learn both. But in India, it was like girls only had to do rope and boys had to only do pole.
Mallakhamb Federation of USA, right, has had a big role to play into in this whole gender equality for Mallakhamb. Traditionally, like Mrunal said, right, female athletes were not doing pole. And when we started going to the non-Indian diaspora here, they started questioning us as well. They're like, why would you do that? If we are to learn this sport, we want it to be equal for males and females. And that led us back to kind of start questioning ourselves. Why do we do that, right? Chinmay Patankar and Pradnya Patankar, who actually started MFU back in 2013, they did a lot of work, a lot of research on this. They actually went to doctors around the area saying, do you see any problem in this? In girls pursuing pole Mallakhamb, for example. And when we did not find any red flags, they actually decided to go in and start training girls with pole Mallakhamb and boys with rope Mallakhamb as well.
Nice.
Right? So, and then from there on, when people in India heard that we are doing it here in the US, that's where it started catching on. So, this center in Edison, New Jersey, has a huge role to play in how gender equality shaped for this sport.
Wonderful.
And a lot of that credit goes actually to Chinmay and Pradnya Patankar.